Welcome to Bowling Green, Kentucky at L.T. Smith Stadium. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Fresno State Bulldogs and the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, even though they will have a home field advantage, Coach told me before the game, one thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The run inside. It's Allen. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the fourth down.
Hauls it in at the 25. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Oh, what a move. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The give on the option. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's first down, Fresno State.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Martin will throw it. He's got the tight end. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch. And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. The short hands, it's Allen. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking for a deep man. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Kentucky.
But we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Martin back to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Secures it at the 30. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Rides to back and leaves it. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the break. It's Western Kentucky holding the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. The Hilltoppers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll run play action. Got out of trouble and throws. Catch in the middle, it's Flowers. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Allen. 9-yard pickup on the play, it's now second and 1.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll keep it on second down. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Toppers!
This offense right now, they're doing some damage through the air. That's now their second passing touchdown. They thought coming into this game they were going to have some matchups on the perimeter of the field that they could take advantage of, and they've done that so far here today.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
He'll pull it down and run. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown, Hilltopper! And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, you can't script this up any better. I mean, if you're on offense, 3 drives and 3 touchdowns. This offensive play caller right now, man, he is in a rhythm. Everything he is dialing up is working perfectly. But, David, when you've got the pieces that they have on offense, when you've got the quarterback, when you've got the running backs and the tight ends and the wide receivers and this offensive line, man, sometimes it can make you look real good, but they have been up and down the field.
And it's all working together at the same time. You're right, so many weapons. And that script, Palmer, you talk about, like the first, 10 to 15 plays, it's good. Like, I would just restart the script because this has been a heck of a start to a football game.
And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
This offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Martin will throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Puts it out of the air. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Running inside. It's Allen.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's a 0. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line.
Here we go. Ready.
Wants to throw it again, and why not? Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
And the Hilltoppers will have it 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Under fire. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He wants it all. Holds it in. Touchdown, WKU. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Defense playing a bail technique. Fires on the run. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time.
Ball is loose. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down.
Here we go.
Wants to go right back downfield. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Man, this quarterback is having a 1st half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Being chased. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Makes a catch. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll run him from the gun. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
And these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7.
There's some room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Goddard.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with Notre Dame taking on the Purdue Boilermakers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab in their space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Fresno State right back to the line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
And after that last completion, netted a big fat 0. They're looking at 2nd and 10. Martin back to pass. Complete. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on second down. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Having a playmaker like this guy is just an added bonus for this offense.
Yeah, it is, Reese, and he's got tremendous awareness. He feels what the defense is trying to do, and he knows if he can break contain and get outside, nobody's going to catch him. He showed you the wheels right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Hilltoppers offense ready to start this drive. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it downfield. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, it feels like every time this offense has the ball, they're scoring points. They are lighting it up, and through the air, they've looked virtually unstoppable. It looks like they've got the better athletes, and finally on that last play, we see a nice job by the defender in the back end on a deep shot, climb the ladder 50-50 ball, and win. But if you're on defense, you're going to need a lot.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding.
Makes a grab and room to run. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Hilltoppers will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Run in the red zone. It's Hicks. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll give it another shot on second and goal from the 4. Trying play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Touchdown, Toppers! And they take it in for 6 more points. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far. And if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. Martin will throw it. Rushes on him. He's turning it on. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And we talked about this guy coming to the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The run inside. It's Hicks. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Defensive holding, an automatic first down for this offense. And the Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hicks. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Pocket breaking down. Firing to the right, complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And he stopped right there, no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Hilltoppers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Martin back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. We've come to the break. It's Western Kentucky holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Here we go. Win.
Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Pulls it in. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Bring in the heat. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Motion from the wideout.
Look. Spade up.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is
Breaks into the open. Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Keep it on the ground. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big 3rd down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
He'll field the punt and take it back. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. After that punt return, there is a man slow to get up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Hauls it in.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Martin will throw it. Fires on the move. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
And this is the part of the game where you could really see this guy take over, right? Like, you've got the lead, the big running back. He's physical in the fourth quarter, starting to get a little bit tired. Let's see if he can keep this going.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.